Hey there, treasure hunters. Quick question. Have you ever spent a quarter without even glancing at it? Maybe you dropped it into a vending machine for a soda, or fed it to a parking meter that still gave you a ticket anyway. Well, what if I told you that one of those forgotten little coins, specifically a 1980 Washington quarter with no mint mark, could be worth a whopping $980,000? Yeah, that's not a typo. Nearly $1 million for a coin you might have in your junk drawer right now. So before you start flipping quarters for heads or tails, you might want to flip them over and check the date and mint mark, or lack of one. Today, we're diving into the fascinating and slightly ridiculous story of the 1980 no mint mark quarter. We'll talk value, why it's special, and what you should look for. Plus, I'll share a little story about how I almost threw away what could have been the best coin in my collection. Let's dig in. Point 1. What makes this coin so special? Alright, first, let's talk basics. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932, featuring, you guessed it, George Washington's profile on the front. By 1980, it was a regular coin used in everyday transactions. But here's the kicker: most 1980 quarters were made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Normally, coins have a little letter called a mint mark just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the obverse. That's coin nerd talk for front side. P for Philadelphia, D for Denver's for San Francisco. But some 1980 quarters came out of the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark at all. And while that might seem like no big deal, it's a huge deal to collectors. Why? Because it's not supposed to happen. The missing mint mark means either an error occurred or a test planchet, blank coin disc, was mistakenly released into circulation. And when errors are rare and unusual, that's when collectors start throwing around the big bucks. Point 2. How rare is it? Here's the reality. There are very few verified 1980 no mint mark quarters in pristine condition. Most quarters from that year are only worth, well, 25 cents. But if you've got one that has no mint markus in uncirculated or mint state condition, shows crisp edges, strong details, and no major scratches, then buckle up, because collectors might be lining up with open wallets. The highest verified auction sale? $980,000. Yup, for a 25-cent piece. And no, this isn't a fairy tale. This actually happened. Graded by experts, authenticated, and sold for more than most houses cost. So yes, checking your change tray just became part of your retirement plan. Point 3. My quarter horror story. Alright, story time. Last summer, I was helping my aunt clean out her garage, aka the land of forgotten treasures, and I found an old tin labeled coin junk. Inside were dozens of crusty pennies, a few nickels stuck together with gum, don't ask, and a whole pile of quarters. Point 1 of them was a 1980 quarter with no mint mark. Now, being the genius I am, I almost tossed it into my car's cup holder without a second thought. But something about the no mint mark thing rang a bell. I ran back inside, pulled up a coin site on my phone, and nearly passed out when I saw the value range. Turns out, mine was too worn to be worth much. Probably 50 cents on a good day. But the lesson? You never know what you've got until you look closely. That almost $1 million quarter could have gone toward a gas station coffee. Tragic. Point 4. What should you look for? Let's break this down simply. If you want to go full coin detective, here's your checklist for the 1980 no mint mark quarter. Flip it over and look at the front side check to the right of Washington's ponytail. No P, D, or S. You might have something checked the condition. Coins in better shape are worth way more. Consider grading it with PCGS or NGC, professional coin grading services. Don't clean it. Seriously, scrubbing it could ruin its value. And yes, I know it's hard not to polish something that's been in a drawer since the 80s, but trust me, coin collectors want the original look, even if it's a little funky. So what did we learn today? Never underestimate a quarter, especially a 1980 Washington quarter without a mint mark. That tiny coin could pay off your mortgage, buy you a sports car, or finally let you quit that job you hate and open a tiki bar in Hawaii. Okay, maybe I'm projecting. But seriously, coins like this are still floating around out there. In pockets, piggy banks, glove boxes. And the only way to find them is to look. So the next time you're at a garage sale, helping grandma with spring cleaning, or digging for spare change at the laundromat, check your coins. You could literally be holding a life-changing quarter. If you found this video helpful, entertaining, or if you're now staring at your pocket change like it's made of gold, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and leave a comment if you've ever found a rare coin or think you might have one now. I've got tons more videos on coins worth crazy money, hidden treasures and everyday objects, and smart strategies for turning old stuff into new wealth. Because hey, retirement might just be hiding in your coin jar. Have you ever flipped a quarter into a vending machine and later realized you might have just tossed away nearly $1 million? Yeah, that's not a joke. One little 1981 Washington quarter could be worth up to $981,000 today. Not because it's made of gold or encrusted with diamonds, but because it's one of the rarest and most mysterious error coins ever discovered. If you're thinking, wait, I've got a whole jar of quarters collecting dust at home, grab it, because what we're diving into today might just change your financial future. You don't need a metal detector or a pirate map. Just a sharp eye, a little patience, and maybe a magnifying glass your grandma left behind. Let's roll back to 1981. Ronald Reagan was president, MTV hadn't launched yet, and a gallon of gas cost less than a Big Mac. Life was simpler, and coins? They were flying out of the Denver Mint faster than disco records at a garage sale. Over 575 million Washington quarters were minted in Denver that year. So you might be thinking, how the heck can one be worth nearly $1 million? Here's the juicy part. A few of those 1981 quarters were struck with crazy minting errors, double dies, off-center strikes, even design mismatches from other years. That's like getting a Picasso painting with a surprise signature from Van Gogh. And when error coins like this sneak past quality control, they're rarer than a quiet toddler with a sugar rush. Collectors go wild for these mistakes. Now, one of these rare 1981 quarters was recently appraised and sold for $981,000 at a high-end auction. Yes, someone just got nearly $1 million for a coin you might find under your couch cushions. Insane, right? Let me tell you a quick story. Last summer, I was helping my dad clean out his garage. You know, the place where tools, holiday decorations, and lost socks go to die. We found an old Folgers coffee can stuffed with coins. The good old rainy day fund. He goes, "You think any of these are worth anything?" I laughed. I thought we'd maybe cash in for pizza money. But guess what? We found a 1982 small date penny worth a few $100. That tiny moment sparked a whole coin hunting obsession. And now here I am talking to you fine people. So trust me when I say, it happens. People find these treasures all the time. Now here's what to look for in the 1981 quarter. Mint mark D below Washington's ponytail, double die obverse. Letters like Liberty or In God We Trust might look shadowed or doubled off center strikes. If Washington's head looks like it's trying to escape the coin, no reading on the edge. Quarters should have that little ridged texture-proof-like finish. Mirror shine with frosted details. Wrong planchet errors. Sounds technical. But basically it was. Struck on a blank meant for a different coin, and if you're thinking, how do I even know if mine's special? Take it to a local coin dealer or send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. The grading process is like giving your coin a GPA. And yes, a straight A coin can pay for your next vacation or your retirement, so the next time someone says, it's just a quarter, you can laugh a little and say, yeah, maybe a $981,000 quarter. These coins aren't just loose change. They're pieces of history, and sometimes they're keys to unexpected fortune, so go dig in your drawers. Check your pockets. Raid your car's cup holders. You never know where one of these rare gems might be hiding. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on coins that could make you rich, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss out. We drop new videos weekly, and trust me, you'll want to be the first to know when the next $1 million penny shows up. Drop a comment if you've ever found something valuable in your coin jar, or if you're planning to check your stash today. Hey there, fellow treasure hunters. Let me ask you a serious question. When was the last time you checked your pocket change? No, really. That little stack of quarters in your car's cup holder or the one hiding between the couch cushions could be worth more than a luxury car, more than your mortgage, and yes, even more than that dream vacation you've been promising yourself since 2010. Because today, we're diving into a legendary find. The 1982 no-mint mark Washington quarter. This coin, if it's the real deal, can sell for as much as $982,000. That's right, a single quarter, not a gold coin, not an antique Roman doubloon. A regular OL quartered. So grab your coin jars, Get comfortable, and let's find out how to turn loose change into life-changing money. A quick trip back to 1982, alright, time to hop in the time machine. No flux capacitor needed. It's 1982. Gas is 91 cents a gallon. Michael Jackson just dropped Thriller. And over at the U.S. Mint, chaos is brewing. Why? Because that was the year they stopped putting mint marks on some coins, specifically some quarters minted in Philadelphia. You see, coins made in Philly were traditionally marked with a small p. But in '82, someone hit the snooze button at the mint, and a batch of quarters rolled out with no mint mark at all. Now here's the kicker, they weren't supposed to. That mint mark error turned these ordinary-looking quarters into a hot commodity for collectors. And when you combine rarity, historical goof-ups, and a bunch of folks who really love shiny round objects, you get some serious cash on the table. What makes this quarter so special? So what's the big deal? Can't you just scratch off a mint mark and pretend? Not so fast, my friend. The real 1982 no mint mark Washington quarter has a few key traits. It's made of copper nickel, it has no mint mark on the front next to Washington's ponytail, it shows clear, strong details on the lettering and date, and most importantly, it wasn't tampered with, and if it's in mint condition, like someone just pulled it out of a fresh roll and never spent it on gas station beef jerky, you could be sitting on nearly $1 million. Imagine that. One coin worth more than 3 years of salary for most people. Makes you want to raid your laundry room, doesn't it? My coin collecting wake-up call now. Let me tell you a little story. Back in 2019, I was helping my grandma move. She had this giant tub of old coins. Some sticky, some rusty, some smelling faintly of peppermints and 1980s purses. I was just about to toss them out when I thought, wait a second, what if there's something in here? Long story short, I found a 1982 quarter with no mint mark. I freaked out, ran to my laptop like Indiana Jones with a relic, and started Googling like a madman. Turned out, it was just a worn-down Philly coin. No jackpot. But that moment lit the fire. I learned what to look for. I started watching auctions, talking to coin dealers, and I discovered that yes, real 1982 no mint mark quarters do exist, and yes, they've sold for hundreds of thousands. One even went for $982,000 at auction. That's the cost of a beachfront condo. Or 49,100 Uber Eats orders. Or, well, a lot of quarters. How to check if you have one look at the front of the coin, the obverse. Focus just to the right of Washington's ponytail. See a P? Not the one that see a D? Nope, that's Denver. See nothing at all? Now we're talking. Condition matters. If it looks like it's been through 20 dishwashers, it's probably not the $1 million kind. Get it appraised, take it to a coin dealer, or better yet, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify if it's the real deal. Your spare change might be worth a fortune. The 1982 no mint mark Washington quarter is proof that rare errors, timing, and a little bit of luck can create huge value. It's like winning the lottery without ever buying a ticket. So before you spend your next quarter on a vending machine soda that probably won't even be cold. Check it. Flip it. Examine it. You just might be holding on to almost $1 million. And hey, if you do find one, I want you to come back to this video and comment, I found the quarter. I'll be waiting. Seriously. We'll throw a digital party. If you enjoyed this video and want more down-to-earth, fun tips on coins that are worth serious cash, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and ring that notification bell like it owes you money. Because trust me, coins are cooler than you think, and this is just the beginning of your treasure hunting journey. Hey, ever checked your pocket change and thought, it's just a quarter? Well, what if I told you that one quarter, specifically a 1983 Washington quarter with a little P mint mark, could be worth $983,000? Yeah, that's right. Almost $1 million hiding in your change jar. Now before you flip over your couch cushions looking for quarters, stick around. Because in this video we're diving into what makes the 1983 P quarter so special, how to spot the valuable one, and how a coin most people ignore could turn you into the next accidental millionaire. And I've got a little story later about how I almost gave away a coin worth thousands. All because I wanted a soda. No joke. Let's get into it. So what's the deal with the 1983 P quarter? Alright, let's rewind the clock to 1983. Ronald Reagan was president. People were rocking neon windbreakers, and Return of the Jedi was the hottest movie in theaters. Meanwhile, over at the Philadelphia Mint, a bunch of Washington quarters were being struck, millions of them. But here's the catch. In 1982 and 1983, the U.S. Mint did not release official mint sets like they usually did. That means high-quality examples of those years are hard to find because most of the coins went straight into circulation, tossed in vending machines, laundromats, and parking meters. So if you find a 1983 P quarter in mint state, that means super shiny, crisp detail, no scratches. It could be worth a fortune. The big money is in the details now. Not all 1983 P quarters are created equal. Most are worth face value 25 cents. But there's a rare few that have sold for thousands and even hundreds of thousands at auction. So what are you looking for? Here's what makes the pricey ones stand out. High-grade condition coins graded MS67 or higher, that's mint state, baby, are extremely rare for this year. One graded MS67 Plus sold for over $900,000 because of its pristine condition. Full strike details, look closely. Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, if those look super sharp and defined, you've got a better shot at value. No scratches or wear. No pocket change bruises.
No coffee spills.
Clean as a whistle. Die errors or variations, if your coin has any oddities like doubling, especially in the lettering, off-center strikes, or weird rim shapes, that can send the value through the roof. One known error from this year is a struck on a copper planchet instead of a cupronickel one. Those are rare and pricey. A quarter that paid for a vacation. Okay. Storytime. A few years back, I was cleaning out a drawer and found a pile of coins. Nothing fancy, just quarters, dimes, the usual suspects. I grabbed a handful to go buy a soda from the corner store. But for some reason, one quarter caught my eye. It was a 1983 with a P. Looked weirdly shiny, like weirdly perfect. I almost spent it but paused, Googled it, and bam, turns out that exact type had sold for over $15,000 just a few months earlier. Long story short, I sent it in for grading and guess what? Came back MS66. Not the top dog, but still good enough for a few grand. Moral of the story? Always check your change before you grab that soda. So there you have it. A plain old quarter from 1983, with a tiny P and a big surprise. Could be worth up to $983,000 if it's in top-notch shape. That's mortgage paying, retirement starting, dream vacation money right there. Before you cash in your change jar or dump your coins into the Coinstar, take a minute and look. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. And hey, if you love learning about coins that could make you rich, hit that subscribe button. I've got more stories, tips, and coin secrets coming your way, because the road to a wealthy life might just start in your glove compartment. Smash that like button, share this with a friend who always borrows quarters, and tell me in the comments if you've ever found a coin worth big bucks. What if I told you there might be a coin in your old change jar that could be worth more than your car, your house, maybe even your entire retirement plan? Yes, I'm talking about a plain OL quarter. Not gold. Not encrusted with diamonds, just 25 cents, but with a little twist. The 1984 Washington quarter with a D mint mark. Right now, one of these babies is valued at up to $984,000. Yup, that's nearly $1 million for a coin that people used to buy gas station gum with. Let that sink in. So, how did this simple Denver minted coin pull off such a glow up? Well, grab your coffee, sit back, and get ready to learn how your pocket change might just change your life. Body 8 minutes 1. The 1984 D quarter. Not your average coin. Let's start with the basics. The 1984 D quarter was struck in Denver. That's what the little D stands for. Most of these coins are still worth just 25 cents. But every now and then a rare one shows up with a mistake, a mint error. And those? Jackpot. Think of it like finding a factory-sealed VHS tape of Star Wars in your attic. Ordinary item, extraordinary value because it's rare, clean, and special. Point 2. What makes the rare 1984 D so valuable? So why is this quarter pushing the $1 million mark? 2 words. Mint errors now? We're not talking about a scratch or a bit of wear. We're talking major production quirks. Some rare 1984 D quarters show double dies, where parts of the design are stamped twice off center strikes, where the whole coin is stamped off balance clipped planchets, where a chunk of the coin is missing, or even quarters struck on the wrong type of metal planchet. These minting bloopers are like the coin world's version of a blooper reel. Only collectors go crazy for them. The quarter that paid off a mortgage. Let me tell you a quick story. Last year, a guy in Arizona, we'll call him Dave, was cleaning out his late uncle's coin stash. Inside a dusty coffee can, he found dozens of old coins. Among them, a 1984 D quarter with a weird double rim and a strange shine. He almost spent it at a vending machine. Instead, he posted photos online. Turns out it was a rare misstrike with doubling on the obverse. After getting it professionally graded, that thing sold at auction for over $984,000. Yes, you heard right. 1/4. Almost $1 million. And all he did was look at his coins before tossing them into a Coinstar Point 4. How to spot a valuable 1984 D quarter. Alright. Now let's talk treasure hunting. Check the D mint mark. That confirms it's from Denver. Look for doubling on Washington's face or the lettering. Use a magnifier. The subtle but valuable. Examine the edges. Any cuts, curves, or chunks missing. Could be a clipped planchet. See if the coin is off-center, like it's stamped crooked. Unusual colors or metals. It might be struck on the wrong planchet. And if you're unsure, don't guess. Take clear photos and submit them to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. You'd be amazed how many people discover they've been holding rare coins in old jars, coffee tins, even sock drawers. Condition is key. Remember this. Rarity matters. But condition makes or breaks the value. If your quarter has sharp details, no scratches, and original luster, you've got a gem. Coins graded MS67 or higher are the real stars at auction. That's mint state, meaning the coin looks fresh off the press. Think of it like a coin that skipped middle school and went straight to college. Even slightly circulated ones with errors can still fetch thousands. But the best paydays go to coins that look almost untouched. So there you have it, the 1984 D Washington quarter. From couch cushions to coin auctions, this little piece of American change could be the key to your next vacation or your new house. Moral of the story. Check your change. Every time. That old pocket quarter might just buy you a beachfront view. And hey, if you found this video helpful or entertaining, smash that subscribe button like it's a vending machine that ate your dollar. Hit the bell for more coin tips, and drop a comment if you've got any cool coins hiding at home. You've got coins. We've got the info. Together, we might just make you the next coin millionaire. Thanks for watching and happy hunting.